Save this large fresh cream and fruit sponge cake recipe if you've got a special occasion coming up and you need a big cake. This can serve up to 40 people, and here's how I make it. In a large bowl, cream together your butter and your sugar. The amounts are in the caption, and make sure you scrape down the sides of your bowl as you go. Next, you want to add your eggs. I added all the eggs into the bowl together, and then I incorporated them slowly. Now you want to add your self-raising flour, baking powder and vanilla flavouring, and mix this until you've got a smooth batter. Prepare your cake tins by rubbing some butter on the inside and then dusting this with flour. This is going to stop the sponges sticking to the tin. Divide the cake batter into 3 portions and bake in the oven. Detailed instructions in the caption. Make a sugar syrup by boiling half a cup of sugar with half a cup of water and then leave to cool. Take your flaked almonds and then toast these in a pan. Keep them moving until you can smell a nutty aroma and they're lightly golden. To create the whipped cream, you're going to take your pots of double cream, add sugar to this and whisk until you get stiff peaks like seen here. Give yourself plenty of time to decorate this cake because it is a big cake and it takes a while to fill and decorate. Apply the sugar syrup wherever the cake feels dry. I added a fair amount around the edges of the cake and some in the middle. Then fill your cake with your chosen spread. You can use jam or chocolate, or you use half and half like I did. So I used half raspberry conserve and then half warmed hazelnut spread. Then add dollops of the whipped cream like you've seen me do here, and then level this out. Again, make sure you add a thick layer of the whipped cream because the sponges that go on top will squish this all down. At this point you can add another layer of sponge on top and repeat the process. I decided to add some sliced strawberries. I do think it tastes really nice with strawberries inside. Didn't add it to all of the cake because I've got some family members who don't like fruit in the cake, so it caused the cake to be uneven, but we didn't mind so much because it tasted good. Because this is a big cake and it was going to be transported, I needed to make sure that the cake layers were secure. So I took these dowels that can be ordered through eBay or Amazon, and I measured the height of the cake at various points and I skewered these into the cake to hold it securely. Once you've layered and doweled your sponges, you want to make sure that you apply some sugar syrup to the last layer of sponge and then cover the entire cake in the whipped cream. Make sure you apply a thick layer of cream to the sides because this is what the almonds are going to stick to. You can leave the top of the cake plain or use a palette knife and do what I'm doing here. Then take your flaked almonds and, starting at the bottom, push the flaked almonds into the cake and do this all around the outside of the cake. I only decorated the top of the cake on the day the cake was going to be served because fruit spoil easily. I took sliced strawberries, raspberries and mint leaves and added them to 2 corners of the cake, and then took some pomegranate seeds to create a thick border around the top of the cake. This cake not only looks decadent, it tastes amazing. Save the recipe for your next family occasion, make it and enjoy.